Right, good morning and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. Now today's story comes from a viewer in Australia who has 27 years of experience travelling to Thailand. He's seen it all, he speaks the language, and he's been through a marriage and a long-term co-parenting journey over there. However, his story serves as a warning today. It's not just the bar girls you have to watch out for. Even the good women with professional jobs have a long game. So let's dive into his journey. Part 1. The lessons of a 4-year marriage. Now, my experience with Thailand started nearly 3 decades ago. The first Thai woman I met actually owned a restaurant near my home in Australia. We married a couple of years later, and she taught me my first real lessons about the culture. Her brothers lived in Australia too, and they gave me a piece of advice that I never forgot. Never trust Thai people. We only trust our immediate family and maybe a few cousins. She was a tall, attractive, hard-working woman from a middle-class Bangkok family. The marriage lasted 4 years. We eventually split because she didn't want children and was quite antisocial with my friends. Looking back, she was a kind woman, just very narrow-minded. Part 2. The Catholic connection and the surprise. So after the divorce, I was introduced to another Thai lady in Sydney. She was charming, sweet, and interestingly, from a strict Catholic Thai family. As someone who has a very dark history with the Catholic Church from my own childhood, I knew early on that it wouldn't work. She was heavily indoctrinated. So we ended the relationship, but stayed friends with benefits. Well, as often happens when you play that game, we stuffed up and she fell pregnant. Now, because of her beliefs, she wouldn't terminate. I did the right thing. I supported my daughter and stayed involved in her life. Today, 21 years later, we are still good friends. Her family are all wonderful people. Part 3. The professional trap. Now, fast forward a few years. I started travelling to Thailand more frequently, 38 trips to date. I preferred women in their 30s with normal jobs. I met a 34-year-old manager in Bangkok named Nan. She was fair-skinned, spoke great English and seemed perfect. We travelled together. I met her family in Lopburi, and I even went on trips with her sister, who was a school teacher. Now, she never asked for money. She booked modest hotels and ate cheaply. I thought I'd found the one, but after 2 years, the kicker came. She tried to pressure me into moving to Bangkok to teach English. I told her from day one, I have a daughter and a great career in Australia. I am never moving to Thailand. She knew the deal, but she thought that she could break me. When she realised that she couldn't, the genuine relationship ended instantly. It also happened again in Phuket with a businesswoman who owned several shops. Same story. 18 months of love, and then the ultimatum: move here or it's over. The lessons: these women were calculated. They weren't after my wallet. They were after a permanent living farang. They knew my situation with my daughter, but they didn't care. In Thailand, they are somebodies. In Australia, they'd be nobodies. They were never going to leave, and they were just waiting for me to cave in. Part 4. The friend, the office girl, and the vasectomy. So I eventually took a newbie, friend of mine, to Thailand. He got hooked immediately and met a girl online who claimed to have an office job. I told him, mate, she wears revealing clothes in every photo and she can take 3 weeks off to holiday with you. That is not an office worker. However, he didn't listen. They went to Koh Chang and then Pattaya. He noticed she seemed to know every person in every bar that they entered, but he stayed quiet. A month after, he returned to Australia. The kicker arrived via WhatsApp. I'm pregnant. I need 55,000 baht for medical tests. Now here is the beauty of the story. My friend had already had a successful vasectomy years prior. I told him, don't tell her yet. Tell her you'll pay at the end of the month. We knew she'd probably go out, celebrate, and maybe even borrow money from friends against that 55,000 baht payday. So, when the end of the month came, he dropped the bombshell about the vasectomy and blocked her. I can only imagine the meltdown on the other side of the screen. Final thoughts. So Dan, I want to end on this. Bar girls and freelancers are human beings. Sometimes, if you dress well and respectfully and aren't a cheap Charlie, you'll find they just want a nice room with aircon and some decent company. I've had many experiences where they didn't want a cent. But whether they are in the bars or in a high-rise office in Bang Na, never forget that many of these women are highly tactical. They have goals, and if you don't fit into those goals long term, they can be heartless. Please keep my name out of it to protect everyone involved. Wow, what a journey. 27 years and 38 trips to Thailand. Now I think the biggest takeaway here is the ultimatum. A lot of guys think that because a woman has a good job, she doesn't have an agenda, but her agenda might be different. It might be about status or keeping her family structure intact while using you as the anchor. And as for the friend with the vasectomy, that is a classic gotcha moment. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have you ever dealt with a professional woman that tried to force you to Thailand? Let us know. Get your stories sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com and I will gladly share them on the channel. So guys, no matter what experience you've had in Thailand, if you think it's worth sharing and it might help other guys out, then get those emails sent in. Now, over the past few years, I've had a lot of guys basically put in the comments and email to me about getting these stories in some kind of audio format so they can listen to them while they're driving, while they're cooking the dinner, when they're going to bed, when they're having a shower, when they're walking the dog. So today I've uploaded over 40 stories on Spotify. The link is down in the pinned comment below. So you guys can actually listen to them if you don't want to watch them on video. Makes life easier. Now, also in regards to myself, I'm still here in England. I'm still happy with being here. It is a nice, refreshing break from Thailand. Now, that's not to say that I hate Thailand. I don't hate Thailand. I'm just bored of the tricky women and what they get up to when they play around with us foreigners. But guys, I am missing my son very, very much, and I want to be there for him. I want to help with his upbringing. He's 4 years old. He's going to be 5 this year, and I just want to be around in order to help raise him and give him a break. He's very crazy when he spends time with his mother, but he's very relaxed when he is with me. And I think those two different worlds really do help him out. So yeah, for the time being, I am going to remain in England. I'm hoping to have a job very soon, fingers crossed. I'm still waiting on my valid ID to be sent through the post. I'm hoping that will happen by the latest at the end of next week, but I really need to get working properly. Now, I am hoping that the job for the remote work that I can do via a laptop and on my phone comes through any day now, but I can't risk everything on that. So I need to be ready to actually go and do a normal job if I need to. But ideally, to go back to Thailand, I do need to be working remotely. So hopefully this job does come off. Apart from that, guys, everything else is well. So I hope you are well, and I hope everybody is doing okay. I hope everybody has been enjoying Songkran, who's over there in Thailand. Apart from that, look after yourselves, take it easy, and ciao for now. Bye-bye.